Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 10 of this Python tutorial for absolute beginners. In this video we will finally take a deeper dive into those for loops I have been talking about earlier, and we also used a bit of them, but now we will take a bit of a deeper dive into them so you will actually understand the power of them and what they will help you with in your future programming. So what exactly is a for loop? Just to show you straight away, I will show you how we write them. We will do something in the ballpark of this. So for x in y, do something. Doing this, we can iterate through y using the x variable. So we are iterating through I while we are by using the x variable, and we want to do something with the x variable within I. Makes no sense. Let me show you a couple of real life examples. So we will do this for letters in Christmas. Print letters. Now let's see what happens here. I'll blow that up for you. As you can see here, we are iterating through the string Christmas, and we get the string printed out with one letter on each line. So every letter is on a new line. It is important to say, and I will say that several times during this video, letters in this for loop is just a variable. You can say whatever you want. So let's try it out with pineapple. As long as the variable here and the variable here is the same, then you are good to go. Let's see here. Just to make it right. Let's see what happens now. And as you might have guessed, exactly the same thing happens. So why are we doing this? Why would we want Christmas to be written on the screen like this? To dumb it down a bit, the answer is as simple as it is elegant. By doing this, we can assign something to each and every letter without having to physically go in and divide up the string. So an easy example of this would be if you just keep to the same example now. We will do, for example, print pineapple.upper. And we will see what is happening now. Here we go in, as you can see now, all of the letters are in uppercase. And here we go in and we assign the upper method to every single letter by assigning it to the pineapple variable instead of going into the string and divide it up and then do it letter by letter. We can also use the loop to iterate through other data collection types in Python, and I will show you a few examples. And in this example, we will iterate through a list of numbers, and based on the value of the number, it will print a message. So let's get to it. Let's take this away. So we will start off by creating a list. My list equals to, and let's just throw some numbers there. 60, 70, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 60, 70, and 80. And let's see here. We will then do 4 numbers. And again, this is just a variable. If you want to write 4 pineapples, go ahead and do that. But just to make it look a bit more natural, I will go with numbers. So 4 numbers in my list. And what do we want to do? We will say that if numbers is smaller or equal to, let's say, 50, we will print small number. Then else we will print big number. So now let's see what is going to happen. Once again, I will blow that up a bit. As you can see here now that all the small numbers, they we do not get the numbers printed out anymore. We instead get message small numbers for every number that is equal to or less than 50. And as we count here, 1, 2, 3, 4 small numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 small numbers there, 1, 2, 3 big numbers, 1, 2, 3 big numbers. You can also add a counter to this loop so that we can count actually how many small and how many big numbers we have. If you want to make some kind of a system out of your lists in your program, that could be a good solution. So let's see here. We will keep the mylist. We will create two counters. So small equals to 0 and big equals to 0. Then we'll do 4 numbers in my list. If number is smaller or equal to, let's say, 50, then we will do small plus equals to 1. And then else, because if it's not smaller than 50, then it's bigger than 50. So we do not need to make any more if, elif statements. We can just do a simple if else. But yeah, of course, if you want to take numbers between 0 and 10 and count them, and then also count numbers between 10 and 15, 15 to 20, over 30, lower than 10, then you can of course throw in a lot of elifs there. Just to make it simple here, else then big is equal or plus 1. Then we will do this, print. We will do small numbers. Then we will write small. And we will also do that for the big numbers. So big numbers, big. Now let's see what happens when we run this. We get the message that we have 4 small numbers and we have one big number, but that's of course wrong because we have to do plus and then the equal. I was just small typo there. Now it looks a lot more correct. Small numbers, we have 4 small numbers, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, and we have 3 big numbers, 60, 70, and 80. And just for a small challenge, do you see how you can implement the for loop into the program we created in the last video? If you remember the supermarket program we created, we could, for example, append all the groceries to a list, or the inputs to a list, the groceries that the user wants to buy, and then we can use the for loop to iterate through that list and print out a receipt, for example, where it states if we have that item at the moment or if we are sold out. So try to go back and implement the for loop into that program and see if you can work it out. It will definitely help you on your way to master the for loops. Just to do some exercises with them, and that's a good exercise to do. And then also comment your code in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you on that. I'm eager to see what you are creating. And if you have any ideas or questions about the for loop, where you want to use it, if you can use it there, if there are any better way to use it, or basically anything you want to ask, then do not hesitate to let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below and I will answer you ASAP. And as always, do please make my day by giving me the thumbs up. It takes you like half a second and I will be super happy. And please also subscribe to my channel if you appreciate what I'm trying to teach you.